If you were to go back to 2012 and tell me an anime just like Sword Art Online was coming out, but better, I would have cried my eyes out because I knew I was going straight to hell for what I was about to do. No one shit talks SAO and gets away with it. But fast forward to today, and now we have Shangri-La Frontier, the superior SAO, or as I like to call it, the anime SAO was supposed to be, and it is leap years ahead of its predecessor. Rakuro Hisatome is a high schooler that's a video game fanatic. But he's not just any video game fanatic, this guy specializes in F-tier video games. F standing for fucking dog shit because these are straight up trash. They're full of bugs, glitches, lazy game design, and terribly coded NPCs, but that's kind of the charm to them. Games like Skyrim would never have reached such legendary statuses if it weren't for funny moments like this one. And this is exactly what Rakuro is looking for. But after finishing one of the best F-tier games out there, he wanted to take up a different challenge. So he gets recommended the triple S-tier god game known only as Shangri-La Frontier. The VR MMORPG that everybody and their grandma has been playing.
Oh dear God, they're coming everywhere.
So he rushes back home, chugs a Red Bull, boots up the game, and that's it. That's the entire anime right there. It's so simple that it shouldn't be this good. It really shouldn't even be better than SAO. But it is. You see, SAO was decent in the beginning when the focus was on the game itself. It was mind-boggling how innovative the UI was and how goddamn cool the scene looked back then. But then they started to introduce the bad guys and made them cartoonishly evil to further prove they weren't great people. Like, we got the message that these weren't the good guys after they kidnapped Asuna, but did they really have to have him pull a Bruno Bucciarati and lick her face? And why the tentacles, man? Japan already had a bad enough rep back then. My point being that SAO was not so much about the game itself, but more about the politics, which would put anyone off. But Shangri-La Frontier took the other approach, where they invested all their resources into this game and made it the best fucking game we've seen in anime. There's no more high stakes, oh you die in game, you die in real life bullshit anymore. The focus is the game itself. And the result!
OMG!
The environment, the monsters, the fight scenes, everything looks so polished. And the best part? They're not treating you like a kid in a special needs helmet.
Shangri-La Frontier is an anime made by gamers for gamers. And if you didn't quite understand a concept or mechanic, well, they can't help you if you didn't already know. They use a lot of gamer terms that made someone like me who's been playing games since I came out the womb feel like I was the helmet kid. But that's because I've been mostly playing League of Legends for the last 10 years of my life, so I probably am the helmet kid now. Despite being severely brain damaged, I could tell the instant Rakuro booted into the world of Shangri-La Frontier that this was something special. Even the master of shit games himself could tell that this was going to be a straight up banger when he saw how many different jobs he could choose to be, how his origin affects his character's stats, and which race and hairstyles he could pick from. Playing those shitty games, he never got this many options.
Hold on. Why is there only one option for the man?
Presented with this god-given game and spoiled by the amount of choices, Rakuro decides he's gonna give it his all in this one too. And if he's gonna try hard, there's only one way to design his character. He's wearing a fucking chicken head. Now being the great gamer he is, Rakuro also skips cutscenes and min-maxes his stat points. This anime gets it. Us gamers don't care about the boring ass storyline, show us the gameplay. Now that's what I like to see. He encounters the first boss and he smiles at it, not because he thinks the fight is gonna be easy, but because he thinks it's gonna be hard. It perfectly captures the exact moment where your adrenaline starts kicking in and your palms start getting sweaty. It's that excitement of a new challenge, and when he beats it, you feel the same sense of accomplishment as if you were the one grinding your ass off. The best thing about this anime though is that it doesn't make Rakuro inherently overpowered.
Oftentimes in anime with similar RPG-esque elements, the main character starts off being able to dance around last bosses like he's making Chinese leads in TikToks. Rakuro isn't like that at all. Sure, he has great game sense and a feel for the mechanics, but even he struggles against certain monsters. And when faced with one of the strongest bosses in the game, he really struggles, to the point where he can't even make a dent. But that's the part I like about him the most. He never backs down from a challenge. Even though he knows he's at a complete disadvantage, he'll take on the boss and risk losing hours of his precious gaming time. Did I mention these bosses don't have health bars? This adds a whole nother depth to the difficulty of the game, but it also makes it more realistic as games like Monster Hunter are the same way.
This fight is going on for so long that the monster fell asleep during the fight. Let's wake him up. Good morning, you fucking dickhead! Fuck you, Dad!
Now, why would he make such a big risk knowing that hours spent playing could all go to waste just like that? Because it's fun. Of course, he has lots of experience playing shitty games, so he's used to grinding things out and has the confidence in his gamer abilities to outplay the situation. But at the base of it, this is a game. It's meant to be for fun, for entertainment. Why would you ever play a game that doesn't give you that spark of joy?
GG. Here, just go next, bro. I'm gonna fucking break my keyboard today. I can already tell. I'm gonna bust this shit.
Oh wait.
Now, if you were looking for a story alongside this amazing game, I'm sorry to say it's no Attack on Titan, or My Hero Academia, or Demon Slayer. Hell, even Nichijou had more story than this. The only inkling of story is this girl in class having a crush on him, but it's so unrealistic because she's actually cute and doesn't look like Gorlock the Destroyer.
My name is Optimus Prime.
She plays Shangri-La Frontier in hopes of talking to Rakuro, which is honestly really sweet. But wait a second. Oh no. She's paid to win? The most unrealistic part of this anime is that there's nobody flaming or getting flamed in game. There's no one screaming racial slurs or telling anyone to rope themselves in a video game or playing doctor and diagnosing themselves or fellow teammates with diseases and mental health issues.
You have AIDS, Kha'Zix. You have AIDS. You nasty AIDS patient.
Like, where's the fun in that? And you want to know the single worst thing about this anime? The game is like the story. It doesn't exist. Like, if there was any time to shamelessly sell your soul to a product, it would be this one. It's a real shame they couldn't make the game a reality, because now there's nothing to rival Raid Shadow Legends, the ultimate game where you can test your skill. Look, even though the story isn't there and it's not as realistic as it could be, the animation should be making your mouth water. I mean, just look at these fight scenes. This is beautiful. And you know what I noticed? There's no CGI. At least not that I could see. The studio behind this is doing a damn fine job because the monsters look powerful. The attacks and slashes sound like they have some weight behind them. And the world is diverse and teeming with life. These alone are enough reasons to at least give it a try. Because not every day are we blessed with this level of talent and hard work in an anime that isn't trying super hard to be unique, but to be done right. At the bottom line, Shangri-La Frontier is about a guy playing a video game, and I never would have thought it would be this entertaining to watch that. But this show is something different, even though this felt like it should have been the standard for anime in this genre. Everything about this show looks and feels good, and it's a result of gamers with the passion to make a fictional game look just as amazing as its gameplay. I hope you guys watch this show because it's just simply enjoyable. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go flame my jungler.
My junglers are the stupidest motherfuckers!